Hey everybody, it's Mr. Chester. Hope you're having a great week. Staying safe, healthy, doing all your work. Today we're going to talk about the pieces and parts that go into a wall. Last time we left off on how to lay a wall out, why we do it. So I'm going to show you what goes into a wall and what the parts and pieces in it are called. Alright guys, we're going to get started. Before we do, let's talk about job site safety. You always want to make sure you have your safety glasses on, your work boots, your work appropriate clothing, jeans or work pants, and always make sure you don't have any loose clothing, necklaces, or anything that can get caught in machinery. Alright everyone, so the other day we laid out our top and bottom wall plates 16 inches on center. So today I made up a mock wall and I'm going to show you how all the parts and pieces of our wall work. So this is our top and bottom plate, which you helped me lay out the other day. Top plate, bottom plate. These are our wall studs. Here, 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 here. They're also laid out 16 inches on center, so you can see if I hold my tape measure in the middle, you'll see this stud, I know it's hard with the camera, breaks perfectly right here. Our red 16-inch mark falls right in the middle of the stud. So I made over here a door opening. So our door opening is made up of our king studs. To the left and the right of it, to the left, right of it. We have our jack studs, which our jack studs carry the weight of our header, which is this piece. If we were to take out our jack stud, you'll see how that dropped. That can drop at any time. Nothing's really supporting it. So we always want to have a jack stud below a header because it will carry the weight of our header. So in this case, in our door opening, this header is non-load bearing. So we have load bearing headers and non-load bearing headers. What's the difference? So bearing is a bearing header. A load bearing header is when our wall is carrying weight. So a non-load bearing header is when the wall isn't supporting anything from above. Usually, to tell if your wall is load bearing or not, you can find the direction of your joists. If your wall is going perpendicular to your joists, most of the time it's going to be load bearing. If your studs are going parallel with our joist, most times it's going to be non-load bearing. So you can see our non-load bearing header is made up of some 2x4s. They're going the thin way. Our thickness is going straight across because it's not supporting anything. So they don't need to be structural, so they're just made up, laminated together to make up the space. So if we were to make a load-bearing header, I'm going to take my jack studs over here, take those out, take my header out. So now I have a load-bearing header. So what that is it's all pretty much on how we're going to install the wood. So we're going to hold it and install it like this. So the thicker, wider part of our board, the 3.5 inch way, is going to go in on edge. So it's vertical like that. The 3.5 inch way is going up and down. That way it's a wider distance to carry more weight. If we go the 2.5 inch pieces, it's thinner. It's going to be more flex in that. So there's not going to really be a lot of strength in that. So we're gonna put that in. I'm gonna grab my jack studs. We're gonna put those under here. Those are gonna carry it. As you can just see, the header fell because there were no jack studs under it. So I'm gonna put my other jack stud under it. And now that's supporting my load-bearing header. So that's our second way to do a doorway. If we were to frame a window opening, how we might do that? How are we going to do that, you might ask? What we're going to do is we're going to still carry on our layout. And I'm going to install what I made up is a window opening, which is made up of our sill. This is our double sill. You can see there's two of them. Our double sill, we do a double sill because if we're installing a window and we go to put our window trim on, it gives us more meat for nailing. And we're going to also install cripple studs, which are below our sill supporting it. So we have one here, one there, and there. Our cripple studs also, we're going to put one on each end to carry the end weight, and then the middle one, we're going to make sure it lays on our 16-inch on center layout. So we're going to hold that, our tape measure on there, and it perfectly lines up right on the center mark. So these are just our basic parts and pieces of a wall. Let's recap. We have our, what were those? Studs. What's this? Top plate and our bottom plate. These are our king studs. What supports our header? Our jacks, correct. This is a load-bearing header, our double sill, our cripple studs, and our king stud over here. And if we were to take this is our non-load bearing header, which is going to go installed like this, the thin way. And what we say if it goes in the thin way like that, where it's only an inch and a half thick, it's not as strong. So it's not going to be able to support weight. So lastly, let's just check and see if you're paying attention. What is the difference between a load-bearing wall and a non-load-bearing wall? Load-bearing wall is usually going to go perpendicular to the joist, which is across the joist. So it's going to be carrying the weight of our floor or our ceiling from above. If we have a non-load-bearing wall, our wall is going to usually be parallel to our joist, which means it's not carrying anything. So we can install a non-load-bearing header. If we were to install a load-bearing header, that would be this, and that would be carrying our joist. So we'd have a joist here, a joist there, a joist there, and so forth. So I hope everyone's doing good. Keep doing all your Google Classroom work. Make sure you turn it in, sign the online attendance sheet, and submit your work all in the same day. Who would have thought? Have a great day, guys. Thank you.